Hello, everyone. This is the 3 Degrees Podcast. We have made it. We have made it. We've made it to step 12. This is step 12. I sat here all throughout the steps in the same clothes. Didn't even change clothes. Let's do this. Step 12. Step 12. It says, having had a spiritual awakening, as a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs. After having had a spiritual awakening, and this spiritual awakening is we become alive to God. That means the thing we desired is starting to happen in our real lives. We're starting to see the results, and the weight is lifted, the shame is lifted, the guilt is lifted because we've done the work in order to get here. So we're alive where we were dead before. And we practice these things. We do these steps. We do these principles in all our affairs, in everything we do. These are the things we're practicing. We go all the way from step 1 to admitting and came to believe and made a decision and make an inventory and admit to someone else that we're wrong and have defects character and humbly ask God to remove them and practice, do something else instead of losing our cool, learn some new tools and learn some ways of doing stuff. And when we're wrong, when we make a list and we get rid of that stuff and we tell people, hey man, I was a piece of work. You should forgive me. Thank you so much for doing that. And then going on, and I'm going to watch my inventory. I'm going to take my pulse. I'm going to know what's going on all throughout. And I'm going to seek God. And I'm going to meditate on what he wants me to do. And then I'm going to do that because he's going to give me the power to carry that out. I'm like, man, I feel good about what's going on. I'm crushing life. Things are better than they ever have been. Circumstances may be not as good, but we're better. Situations may get the worse, but we're better. And so because we're better, we can be better people. And so we carry this message. The message is you can recover. You can do this. If you put in the work, you can do it. You can do it. Anybody can be exceptional. You just have to, you can be an exception to the rule of addiction. Walk out of it by doing these steps. Now, maybe there's more to it. There's more. Like I said, this is not comprehensive. This is just a little bit, but we carry this message. Hey, when someone sees, when someone who's suffering, seeing someone who has made it through that suffering, that gives them hope that they can go through this. They can get through it too. And so that's this message of hope that we're doing this. And we practice and we do this and we practice. And when we practice, we're going to fail and we're going to succeed and we're going to do both. But we keep doing it. And then life grows over time to where how do we know? My class knows this. How do we know that we're growing? How do we know we're growing? The scenery changes. If I leave my house and I go to the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, it's going to look different when I get there. When we're moving, when we're going somewhere, it's going to look different. We're not going to be solving the same problems over and over again. We're not stuck in that insanity. We have moved on to something else. And that is good. And so we practice these things in all our affairs and we help other people get out of them. That's what these things are about. That's what these steps, these are just about the steps. Now, I come from recovery. 37 years ago, I walked myself into a treatment center and said, hey, I'm a mess. And I needed something different. Now, it was a long time before I went to church. But these things saved my life. These principles, learning these principles day after day, night after day, night after night, meeting after meeting, these things saved my life until I could get close to God because I was a mess. I was unworthy. And that's who we're looking for, right? People who are out there. Well, this wraps up the study on the steps. The 12 steps, this wraps it up. So glad you were here. If you made it through all 12, hey, congratulations. Give yourself a hand clap. If you missed something, that's fine. This will be on YouTube. Now, go ahead and go to our YouTube channel. I forgot to say that and all these things, but hey, we're just getting started. So that's good. Join us on YouTube, Facebook. And until next time, another subject. God bless. See you soon.